Welcome children, continuity of the lesson Evans tries an O level by Colin Dexter. Children, in my last class I told you that the governor had accepted that like a fool he had given Evans the much needed information which he needed to escape from that jail. He had given that piece of information to him very easily. Well, somebody did. Evans confessed that somebody had provided him with that information. So you see, sir, that correction slip killed two little birds with a single stone. He wanted the governor to understand that correction slip had served two different purposes. To kill two little birds with a single stone is an idiom. It means to serve two different purposes. The name of the hotel for me, he got the information about the hotel from that correction slip, and the exact time the exam started. He also got to know about the exact time of the beginning of the examination. Here he was hesitating. Perhaps he didn't want to mention the name of the hotel where he was supposed to be going. The governor nodded. It's a pretty common word. The governor moved his head up and down. This is called an act of nodding. The governor said that the word was very common. Good job, it is pretty common, sir. Or I would never have known where to come to Budai. Evans appreciated the fact that the word was very common. Otherwise, he could never have known where to go to. Nice name though, Jam Goldinen Lowen. The governor also accepted that the name of the hotel was very nice. Jam Goldinen Lowen. This was the name of the hotel. Where Evans, according to the plan, had to go. How did you know which golden lion it was? There is hundreds of them. Evans asked the governor an interesting question. He wanted to know how the governor had known which golden lion it was, or which golden lion it had been. There were hundreds of them. Means there were many hotels, their names were Golden Lion. How did governor identify the exact hotel? This Evans wanted to know from him. Same as you. The governor accepted that he had also used that method. Which Evans had used. Index number 313. The index number mentioned on the map had helped the governor to reach that place. Center number 271, center number, index number, these numbers had helped the governor to reach that place, identify that place. Remember, 6 figures. There were 6 figures, 313, 271, and if you take an ordnance survey map for Oxfordshire, you find that the 6-figure reference 313/271 lands you bang in the middle of Chipping Norton. The governor explained that if an ordnance survey map for Oxfordshire was consulted, and if these numbers were consulted in that map, then the person who was using that map was going to reach where? Chipping Norton. Where in Chipping Norton? In the middle of Chipping Norton. So he had used the index number and center number to identify and locate that place. Yeah, you are right. Evans accepted that the governor was right. We had hoped he would run off to Newbury. He told the governor that he and his friends had thought that he would be diverted, he would be misguided, and he would go to Newbury. We did. The governor confessed that he was misguided. The policeman went to Newbury. Well, that is something, I suppose. Evans thought that that was a kind of achievement. That question paper, Evans, could you really understand all that German? I could hardly. Now, the governor was talking about that question paper. He wanted to know from Evans whether he had understood the question paper which was written in German, whether he had understood, whether he could understand the question paper that was written in German. I could hardly. He confessed that it was difficult for him to understand everything written in German in that question paper. Nah, of course I couldn't. Evans plainly denied. He did not understand everything that was written in German in that language. I knew roughly what it was all about. He had a rough idea about the subject of that question paper. But we just hoped it would throw a few spanners in the works. One more idiom here, children. To throw a few spanners. To cause a delay or problem with something that somebody is planning or doing. To cause a delay or a problem with something that somebody is planning or doing. You know, sort of muddle every word a bit. Evans was disclosing his plan by and by. He was revealing his plan by and by. He and his friends wanted to confuse, muddle everyone. So they wanted to throw a few spanners in the works. They wanted the works to be delayed. They wanted to create a problem. In other words, they wanted to muddle, confuse everyone. The governor stood up. Now the governor left his seat. Tell me one thing before we go. He wanted to know from Evans one thing before their departure from that place. How on earth did you get all that blood to pour over your head? It was an interesting question. He wanted to know how Evans had managed to get that blood which he had used over his head, poured over his head. Evans suddenly looked a little happier. Now the intensity of his happiness increased. Huge intensity of happiness. Evans. Clever, sir. Very clever that was. How to get a couple of pints of blood. He accepted that that was a clever part of the plan. How to get a couple of pints of blood into a cell. He did not want to disclose that part of the plan. But he had managed to get a couple of pints of blood into a cell. Pint, a unit for measuring liquid. A unit for measuring liquid. When there is none there to start off with. In fact, in the cell he did not have any blood to give a practical shape to his plan. And when the invigilator, shall we say, gets searched before he comes in. Note the word invigilator. The word invigilator has been used within inverted commas. It obviously meant McClary, who was a fake invigilator. Evans knew the fact that the invigilator was going to be checked after his entry in the prison. So it was very difficult to manage to get a couple of pints of blood into a cell. He accepted this fact. Yes, sir, you can well ask about this, that, and I don't know if I have to tell you. You can well ask about that, and I don't know if I have to tell you. The governor could, if he wished, ask him. But Evans did not know whether he should tell him about that secret part of the plan or not. After all, I might want to use that particular. He wanted to say that that technique might help him in future also. That is why he did not seem to be in favor of disclosing that part of secret plan. Anything to do with a little rubber ring for piles, perhaps? Now the governor guessed rightly. He thought that the blood Evans had managed to get inside his cell had something to do with the little rubber ring which McClary, the invigilator, the fake invigilator, had brought with him. Evans grinned feebly. Grinned. To grin means to smile broadly. Evans grinned, smiled broadly, feebly, weakly. W-E-A-K-L-Y, weakly. Clever though wasn't it. He wanted the governor to accept that part was a clever part. Thank you, children.